China has launched its first nuclear-powered guided missile submarines. According to the Pentagon's latest report on China's military giving it land and sea attack options once the sole province of US and Russian vessels. The Pentagon report, published October 20th, marks the first apparent confirmation that modified submarines seen in Chinese shipyards over the last 18 months are Type 093B guided missile submarines. Reuters revealed in May 2022 that satellite images from Huludao shipyard in northeast China showed a new or upgraded class of submarine, possibly with vertical tubes for launching cruise missiles. The Pentagon report says that in the short term, the Chinese Navy will have the ability to conduct long-range precision strikes against land targets from its submarine and surface combatants using land attack cruise missiles, notably enhancing China's power projection capability, known as SSGNs. Conventionally armed missile submarines were developed by the Soviet Union during the Cold War in part to target US aircraft carriers. Singapore-based security scholar Colin Koh said the SSGNs were an important new capability for the Chinese Navy, while the US Navy developed its own version by converting ballistic missile boats to carry large numbers of land attack Tomahawk cruise missiles. Cruise missiles are typically long-range, precision weapons that, unlike ballistic weapons, fly at low altitudes or skim the surface of the sea. The submarine USS Florida fired 93 Tomahawks against Libyan air defenses in 2011. The first combat strikes from a US SSGN and an event that regional military attachés say was closely studied by Chinese strategists. Some analysts say the PLA Navy will be eager to deploy the vessels as an extra weapon against aircraft carriers as well as a land attack platform, allowing strikes from a far greater range than its fleets of smaller attack submarines. The report notes that 3 of the new SSGNs could be operational by next year, as part of a wider expansion of its submarine fleet, both nuclear and diesel-powered, which could number 65 vessels in 2025. The confirmation comes amid an intensifying submarine arms race as China constructs a new generation of nuclear-armed boats as part of its evolving deterrent force. Recently, China's upcoming Type 096 nuclear submarine has attracted great attention from domestic and foreign media and experts. This news has caused widespread heated discussion in the society. This also means that China and the United States will reach a new balance in military strength, and the US military may no longer dare to provoke easily. According to media reports, the Type 096 strategic nuclear submarine is about 160 meters long and has a displacement of about 15,000 tons. The Ohio-class submarine has a displacement of 18,700 tons and a length of 170 meters. In terms of size, the Ohio-class nuclear submarine is still slightly superior. Media reports said that 096 has made great improvements in the surface special steel material, and the maximum diving depth can reach 600 meters. While the maximum diving depth of the Ohio-class submarine is only 400 meters, with the help of advanced hull materials, the diving depth can be increased. The diving depth is of great significance for expanding the underwater maneuvering range, maintaining the stealth of the underwater hull, and avoiding enemy anti-submarine weapons. For example, Russia uses lightweight and high-strength needle-shaped alloy as the shell material of nuclear submarines. The water depth of the lower harbor is about 750 meters. The top speed of the 096 is 35 knots, while the top speed of the Ohio-class submarine is only 25 knots. The Type 096 nuclear submarine will use all-electric propulsion. Compared with other forms of power transmission, the most significant advantages of electric propulsion are low noise, high power density and controllability. Highly flexible, reliable and free of contamination issues. The United States also plans to provide electric propulsion systems on the Columbia-class nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, a replacement for the Ohio-class nuclear-powered submarines, to achieve better underwater quiet performance. In addition, academician Marv Iming is also a direct pioneer of a revolutionary technology, which is shaftless pump technology. As the name suggests, shaftless means there is no traditional drive shaft system on the submarine. Simplified drive shaft and transmission system. Without a shaft, machining and maintenance costs will be significantly reduced, while the mechanical noise generated when the submarine is submerged will also be significantly reduced. A large reduction is entirely beneficial to stealth. As for pump jet, it allows the submarine's propeller to dissipate. It also improves ionization bubbles that occur while driving. 096 adopts shaftless pumping technology, which reduces the noise by nearly 30% compared with traditional pumping technology. It easily drops below 95 decibels, which is close to the 90 decibels of ocean background noise. It can quickly approach enemy targets in an imperceptible manner and then launch a surprise attack. Therefore, shaftless pump technology is a qualitative leap for China's future nuclear submarines. It will be improved in many aspects such as noise reduction, electromagnetic, wake, etc., and will reach the world level of submarine stealth, high speed and maintainability grade. China's 096 also uses new underwater stealth technology that can eliminate detection by US military sonar. The technology uses low-frequency, high decibel sound waves to fool enemy sonar operators into thinking the submarine is water. Detection and communication systems are important components of nuclear submarine integrated combat systems. Currently, submarine detection mainly relies on sonar technology. Since nuclear submarines are always lurking underwater, shore submarine communications mainly use ultra-long waves. Radio waves generally cannot penetrate seawater. Only ultra-long waves with a wavelength of 10,000 meters to 100,000 meters can penetrate seawater at a certain depth. Nuclear submarines can receive ultra-long wave signals without surfacing. The 096 can carry 18 intercontinental ballistic missiles launched by the Giant Sisters who make Wave Season 3 submarine, each of which can carry 10 sub-warheads. Compared with the Giant Sisters who make Wave Season 2, the Giant Sisters who make Wave Season 3 has an increased range of nearly 6,000 kilometers, reaching a range of 14,000 to 15,000 kilometers. It can break through the interception of any existing anti-missile system, and its firepower can achieve global strikes on the homeland. The 096 is similar to the Ohio-class submarine in terms of the number of warheads it carries, but has a clear advantage in range. It can be said that the birth of 096 will narrow the technological gap between China and the United States in nuclear submarines. In the future, it is still unknown whether China's nuclear submarine technology will surpass that of the United States.